Hello everyone, and welcome to this webinar on getting your business online, websites and social media marketing. My name is Giovanna Lever and I will be your presenter. This webinar is part of the webinar series Sparrowly Group delivers under its Build Better Business program. I would like to begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the various lands on which we all work and meet today, and the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people participating in this session. I would like to pay my respects to elders, past, present, and emerging. Now, we welcome you to revisit the recording yourself, and please do share it with colleagues. Now, we don't have long today, so let's get started. And so that you can focus on the content, I'm going to turn my video off. Okay, so in this session, we will cover the foundations of a strong website and the key things you need to consider. Social media marketing and making it work for your business, understanding where your customers are and how to use different channels. And finally, planning and creating the right content. So what is your digital presence or footprint? Essentially, it's the information about your business that exists on the internet as a result of online activity. Everything from your website to social media, map listings, and reviews. It is any online content about your business. So think about it like a web. Your website sits in the middle, and all other online activity should channel customers back to your website. It's like your home base or your information hub. Then we have the activities which extend our reach and expand our web, and that includes social media, business listing sites, online reputation, which are things like your reviews and review sites, map listings, blogs and articles, content such as video and image, and online booking platforms. All of these make up your digital presence. There are others, but this is just a snapshot on getting your business online. Your website is a critical part of your business. We've worked with businesses who don't have a website, but instead have a strong social profile. Now, social profile is also very important, but you still need a home base with content that you can control. It's somewhere to direct customers for more information to help them research, plan, and book. And you need it to be modern, easy to use, and lists all the necessary information. It's important that it's mobile responsive, which means that when you look at it on a mobile phone or mobile device, that it's still easy to navigate and display as well. And it needs to have a good mix of high quality images and video. Essentially, you want people to be able to find your website 24/7 from anywhere. Now, key foundations for website development and management include branding for growth. So that's consistency in the marketing and being clear about who you are. Data analytics and insights. This is important so you understand the reach of your website. Conversion rate optimization. Understanding the conversion of your website goal. And this might be sales, booking, or it could be leads in the first instance. Search engine optimization. So that's how people find your website. Email marketing automation. So that's about sending targeted and timed marketing emails to subscribers on your mailing list to bring them back to your website. Then there's integration of social media marketing, and that's about organic posts on social media. Search engine marketing, as opposed to search engine optimization, is around increasing the visibility of a website in search engine result pages, such as using Google ads. And social paid media, and that's another word for advertising on platforms through ads, such as Facebook ads. So first impressions count, and they say your website has 3 seconds to gain your customers' trust. We've got a couple of examples to show you of some clean and fresh websites with different navigational panels. So this one here is Cedar Bar and Kitchen, which is a beautiful restaurant and event space in Ballingen on the north coast of New South Wales. This here is Herb Distilling Co. So it is a distillery that is based in Newcastle. So different again in terms of navigation, but really nice, clean and fresh. So when thinking about your website, let's talk about some key considerations. First of all, think about the design, the look and feel. How does it look? Your website should be clean and uncluttered with a modern design, and use colors, fonts, and tone of voice that reflects your brand. There are lots of great templates and designs you can access, many for free through your content management systems such as WordPress, Wix, or Squarespace. Now I want you to look at your content. Some questions to ask yourself include, what sort of information does it have? Is it short, sharp, and snappy? Can the customer quickly find the answer to their questions and the information they need? Is it inspiring and telling the right story? Do you include good quality, up-to-date photos that accurately show your experience? And what video footage do you have? And are they linked from YouTube? And finally, do you have a clear call to action? What do you want people to do when they are on your website? Next, I want you to think about the functionality of your website. How easy is it to use for your customer and also for you in the back end? And finally, consider technology. How current is your website? Websites cannot be set and forget, and you need to make sure your content is constantly up to date, and that will help also with your Google rankings. And the design is refreshed probably every couple of years. What technology does it have? Now, this is particularly important for those with booking platforms or e-commerce stores integrated. And finally, how long does it take to load? Load is really, really important, and it must load quickly. No one wants to wait for a website to load, and it's important to know that the page load time is a primary factor to your Google rankings. So that's super important. 1 to 2 second load time is a benchmark to work towards. And if you can design it to load quicker, even better. So let's look at mobile. Does it render well on mobile? Now, you can check how your website comes up on mobile through a site called Responsimator. So that's www.responsimator.com. That's a bit of a mouthful, but it's a great website to use. So let's talk about search engine optimization and ways in which you can improve being found online. So search engine optimization, otherwise known as SEO, is such an important part of any business marketing activity. And it's key to building a strong digital footprint and driving potential visitors to your website. Strong SEO helps with your organic Google rankings. With over 1 billion websites today, businesses need to work harder than ever to have their page found by the right people when they are researching, planning, and booking their trips. You can have a website that ticks all the boxes, as in it looks great, it has beautiful images and videos, and the content is inspiring. It's mobile friendly and it loads quickly. But without some basic SEO, your site just might not simply appear in search engine results when customers are looking for your product or service. So let's look at some key SEO fundamentals. The first one is around keyword research and integration. Keywords are the reference points that search engines use to help consumers find relevant information. To develop a keyword plan for your business, get inside the mind of your customers and think about the words and phrases they might use when looking for your business. Start by identifying the key offerings of your business, what sets you apart from your competitors. Really pinpoint these into key offerings of 3 or 4 words. Expand your keywords into phrases that can help customers find you. Once you have these, populate your site with these words. Each page should be optimized. Go back into the back end there of your website content management system and start editing your content, making sure that your words are included in content, title tag, headings, meta descriptions, and image alt tags. The next fundamental is optimizing title tags and meta descriptions. This is just an example from the Squarespace content management system, or CMS, backend. The page title is a clickable headline that is displayed in search engine results. They are important for usability, SEO, and social sharing. Using your keywords as at the start of your page title, and keep the title to fewer than 55 characters. Now, optimize your meta descriptions. Now, this is the short description on what the page is about. While they are no longer a factor in Google's search algorithm, they are effective in enticing users to click through to your page. Keep your meta description to under 160 characters. Make sure they are descriptive, relevant, and contain keywords. The next fundamental is creating regular content to improve your SEO. Now, in terms of blog SEO, create keyword-rich content. Blogs are a great way to do this. Sprinkle keywords and phrases throughout your page in the body text and headers, making sure that the information is useful, unique, clear, and accurate. Write for your customers, not for search engines. Search engines are smart. They know when you are trying to trick them. So let's look at now title tags. Now, the final fundamental is about tagging these images for SEO. So you do this in two ways. Use your keywords in the file name when you upload the image to your site, and be sure to add your keyword-rich descriptions to the image alt text once you have uploaded it to your site. Now, that's it for the snapshot on websites and search engine optimization. So what are the other important marketing channels to get your business online? Let's move into social media marketing and talking directly to your customers. Before we talk about how you should be using these platforms, let's talk a little about customers and how they are using the internet today. Understanding how your customers are using the internet will help you decide where to focus your energy to create your unique digital footprint for your business. Here are just some stats from a research report of Australian social media use in 2021. The key takeaway out of all of this is that social media and social media management is a critical part of your sales and marketing mix. Social media is more important to your business strategy than ever before, and it's changing every day. Now is a great time to really review your digital presence, think about your customers and how they are using the internet to research, plan, and book. What is their path to purchase? Which, put simply, is that all the steps that your customer goes through to get to that magical point of making a purchase of a product or a service. Understanding your customers and their path to purchase will help you to target in a very efficient way. Social media marketing encapsulates so much, including content strategy and planning, research and creation, copywriting, customer persona development, ongoing competitor analysis, and importantly, understanding insights and keeping across key metrics. But then it's about choosing the right platform. One of the main causes of failed social strategy is prioritizing the wrong social media platforms. The main social media platforms used by businesses today are Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. So what you need to do for your business is choose the right social media platform based on your goals and objectives. Define what you want to achieve, and it could be, I want to generate more sales, I want to build brand awareness, I want to build a network, or you're using it for customer service. So you want to choose social media channels that best suit your customer personas. Speak to your customers where they are. You don't need to be on every platform, but when you develop your personas, and that is about understanding your customers and their consumption behaviors, You'll see a similar pattern on the type of channels they're on, and that's where you need to be. Always come back to your customers and where they are. So today I'm going to do a deep dive into Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Let's start with Facebook. It's one of the most common channels. It works to build brand awareness, loyalty, and reputation. It also acts in an online reputational review and online shop capacity. 15 million Australians can be reached when advertising on Facebook. Now, to increase awareness of your business on Facebook, you can create content that captures your audience's attention. So this here is Shopify. Sharing content and updates about your business is a critical part of managing your business online. So people come to your page looking to learn more about your business, hearing updates, and discover promotions. So this is an example of Sage Hotel at Wollongong. So to engage with customers on Facebook, some types of posts that you could try could include featuring your products and services, share photos and videos of your customers using your product. If you have a service-based business, give people a glimpse of what you do. Tell your business story. Share more information about how your business started, your mission, challenges you've had to overcome, or anecdotes that show your business's personality. People love a story. You should also see how you can share your customers' testimonials. Ask people to review your products and services on Facebook, and then you can share. Engage with your audience in real time by going live. Make people feel welcome, interact with your viewers, and answer questions. This works really well, particularly in a retail environment, for instance, and also service providers. And also consider creating a community or group of customers, or join some similar-minded groups and communities that are in your area or offer a similar experience, so you can talk to them about what you do. Let's move to Instagram. It's part of the same family as Facebook under Meta. Instagram is the main channel to share expressive photos and videos to build your brand and grow your business online. When you use Instagram to share your story and engage your audience, you maximize your marketing by reaching the people who matter most to your business. Professional accounts benefits include accessing insights when you have over 100 followers, relevant category or of service, so you can choose that, and also your contact details, direct messages, SEO, and also having a retail shop. So this is an example of an Instagram account called Pressed Juicery. When it comes to sharing visually compelling content, Instagram is where the brands go. Another thing that sets this platform apart is its advanced e-commerce tools. Today, users can discover brands, browse their products and or service, and complete a purchase without even leaving the app. This makes Instagram a hard platform to beat. On Instagram, you can share what your business is all about by creating feed posts, stories, reels, and live videos. Experiment with each of these formats to see how they resonate with your audience and help you achieve your business goals. Feed posts appear in the feeds of your followers and on your profile, and you can use these posts to establish the look and feel of your business identity. You can post single photos or a carousel of up to 10 images in one single post. And carousel posts have a higher engagement rate per impression. Instagram stories are short, immersive, full screen snapshots of your profile that are viewable for up to 24 hours. Use stories to share photos and videos of everyday, authentic moments from your day, more of a behind the scenes. Think of stories as a sort of secondary exclusive feed of your content for your most dedicated followers. And you can save stories into a highlight reel on your profile for different elements of your business. So for example, about us, location, FAQs, customer reviews. And you'll see here with Pressed Juicery, they've got their highlights are location, routines, cleanse, recipes, pressed, and I'd say farm. That was probably farm to juice. Reels, on the other hand, are short form vertical videos that can be up to 60 seconds long and can be created and edited together on the app. You'd want to use Reels to experiment with different storylines and discover what resonates or performs best with your community. There are a number of different trends and styles that constantly change and date, so there can be a bit of work to stay across it all and keep creating. People on Instagram discover your Reels through the Reels tab at the bottom of their screen or through your profile on the Reels tab. You can also save your Reel onto your main feed. And so since being introduced, engagement of Reels has grown by 280% on the platform. Videos are longer form and also include live videos that you can create to connect in real time with your community. This replaces what was known as IGTV tab. All videos that aren't Reels fall into this category. And moving on to TikTok. It's a relatively new platform, but one that grew stronger during lockdowns, and not one you should avoid is TikTok. The advertising reach has increased 37%, with nearly 8 million Australians in the potential ad reach on TikTok. There are 1 billion monthly active users worldwide with the audience, primarily Generation Z, followed by millennials. So it's best for short form creative content, user-generated content, brand awareness with a business to consumer and a business to business. So from an industry impact, TikTok is one of the best platforms for community building, ranked in second place behind YouTube. But same as I mentioned for Reels, there is a lot of time needed to invest in keeping across the trending styles, sounds, and videos. The final platform is LinkedIn, which is Facebook's professional cousin. It's perhaps the only platform where its audience is clearly defined, working professionals looking to network and seek out new opportunities. That makes it the ideal platform for business-to-business companies looking to identify key decision makers and build an industry-specific community. This is very much about the business-to-business industry relationships and business development. So now that you understand your channels, before you start posting, you need to make a bit of a plan. Every marketing interaction should be creating value for your customer, solving their needs through your value proposition or promise with proof points on how it has worked and supported other customers. Always ask yourself, how do I want my customers to feel and what do I want my customers to do next? Importantly, tell your story in a clear, honest, and memorable way. Your customer wants to know about the personalities behind the business. Create your content plan by creating a clear goal, establishing your look and feel, and developing a content calendar to determine what to post and how to make your content stand out. So first of all, you want to ask yourself things like, well, what's your goal? Make it SMART. That is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. And establish your look and your voice. Look at your recent posts on different channels. What is the personality of your brand? What story are you telling your audience? What does your brand embody? And does your content match the personality of your brand? Let's look at various forms of content, but have a look at this slide and think about your own content strategy. A business needs to be a storyteller. Content doesn't always have to be inspirational, but it needs to be valuable and informative. You don't need to have a high production budget to create good content. Video is an essential part of every marketing strategy, with 70% of your audience watching videos on their path to purchase. You want to make sure that you keep it short and sharp, more showing and less explaining, and make sure you include subtitles. And you can use a great website called rev.com for captions. So that's REV.com. And you can make sure you put those subtitles on all your videos. Not only does it make them accessible, but most people watch videos on social media with the sound off. And experiment with new video techniques. use stories and try out reels, or give TikTok a go. Imagery is really important, and with mostly everyone having quick access to high quality cameras on our smartphones, you need to learn how to photograph like a pro. Think about light sources, backgrounds, props, and staging. For written content, you want short and long copy to be used throughout your business and channels that is evergreen. And what that means, it doesn't date, and that it can then be amplified. For that, blogging is one of the best ways to consistently create new, compelling, quality content to inspire your customers and improve your search rankings. Establish a blog schedule and regularly publish fresh, interesting, valuable content for your customers. Of course, you'll want to incorporate keywords into your blog posts, along with images and maybe some video. Keep your content scannable for easy reading, including links, and making sure you share it through your social media channels. So think back to the SEO fundamentals. There are a number of creative tools and platforms that you can use to create content on. So just to name a few, there's Canva for graphic design templates and animation, Boomerang for short looping videos, that's also through Instagram, Video Shop to combine photos and videos, and Quick, so it's spelled in this instance, Q-U-I-K, to animate your photos to music and edit videos. There are also a lot of tools out there that can help you plan and schedule your content. So before you get started on these, map out on a spreadsheet the types of content you could create and you'd like to create. And you can do this monthly and categorize them into content pillars. You'll also want to set aside time to create your content. Some planning and scheduling tools can include things such as Facebook Business Suite, in which you can schedule and manage posts across Facebook and Instagram if you connect the platforms in one place. You can get all of your Facebook and Instagram messages, comments, notifications, and alerts here too, so you can stay current and respond to all your customers more easily. Other platforms include Hootsuite, Planoly, and that's an official partner of Instagram and Pinterest, and you spell that Planoly, and also Later for Instagram. So most importantly here, pull back and focus on what works and what is smart. Adopt a thinking view of marketing. Communicate when you need to, not just because you can. And it's about quality content, not quantity. And think about what you can actually do and keep doing to keep your customers engaged. So let's recap. We've covered a lot in this webinar, and we've covered things such as your website and how important it is as a key marketing tool. We've covered talking to your customers through social media and social media marketing and choosing the right platform. And finally, creating content and a content calendar to make sure you're creating the right type of content and that it is hitting your customer on the right platform at the right time. Supporting this webinar are a range of resources and tools. So resources from this webinar include a link to the Facebook Blueprint, Prepare to Bring Your Business Online short course training. We highly recommend you do that. Instagram for Business, Think with Google, and Test My Site, which is the page speed analysis and report, and our How to SEO guide. So while we've been on the webinar, we have had a few questions come through. So I'm going to stop now and spend some time to answer those questions. So the first question that's come through is, how often should I be posting on the channels? So that's a really good question. This is really around being consistent and regular, but there's no set rules about how many times a day or week. Do what works best for you and the resources available to you. If posting routinely and frequently is challenging for you, I'd recommend looking into some sort of planning tool that I discussed earlier and planning some content out at chunks of time. The next question that's come through is, should I build my own website or get a web developer? Building a website is quite challenging, mainly because you may not have the skills or the time to build a website. Now, there's pros and cons to having someone build the website for you. The most important thing is, as long as you can edit it and have access to the site and you own the hosting rights and the URL, it's the most important thing. The good thing is that there are also so many easy to use and follow content management systems around, and that you can just select one of their templates and start adding content to it. So for example, with Sparrowly Group, we use a template within the Squarespace content management system. So before you get started on that, definitely do your research on what you want and need for your website, your researchers, and time available to create it, but making sure that you can access it and easily edit it is absolutely crucial. So finally, to wrap up, please do feel free to get in touch with us at any time if you have questions via the email address on this screen. We're absolutely here to help, and no question is a silly question. We welcome them all, and whatever we can do to help you on your business journey with your marketing and content. Thanks so much for your time in joining us. Have a wonderful day and good luck developing your content and creating beautiful websites. Thank you. Bye-bye.